What up, everybody? It's your boy Avell did it back with another one. However you got here, whether you already subscribed to the channel, whether I popped up on your news feed, whether somebody told you about me and you checking me out for the first time. However you got here was meant for you to be here, so I appreciate it. Before I get started, if you can hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for the content. You did it? Cool. Shouts out to everybody who keep hitting that like, hype, subscribe button, sharing all the content. I truly, truly appreciate it. So, to everybody out there, thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly appreciate it. All right, we got that boy Yella Beezy up right now.
What?
Yeah. Yella Beezy got to come to the front of the congregation, man. This was, I mean, it's already been happening, so this shouldn't be any shock to anybody that, I'm going to say once drill music was introduced into hip hop, which we all can consider that the top of reality rap, because a lot of those guys talk about unalivings they either did or was there for or whatever. And that brought on the courts and criminal cases where they bring up rap lyrics now. And on one hand, I'm 50-50 with it, because on one hand, I'm like, bro, these rappers are exaggerations of the truth, whatever that truth is. And then on the other hand, I'm like, Lil Ray Ray got gunned down the street, and you just said Lil Ray Ray got gunned down the street, and you named what kind of shoes he got on, what time it was, and you saying pretty much you was there. What am I supposed to believe? You know? Let me read y'all this article on Yella Beezy, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it. It says Yella Beezy faces death penalty as prosecutors use his music against him.
What?
Yes, they're allowing it. It says Yella Beezy is about to face a courtroom where his own music becomes the prosecution's weapon, and a nationally recognized expert just warned that jurors might mistake artistic expression for confessions. The Dallas rapper's capital murder trial and the 2020 death of MOE3 is shaping up to be a case study in how hip hop lyrics are dominating criminal proceedings across America. During Thursday pretrial hearing, Dr. Eric Nielsen from the University of Michigan testified that prosecutors want to use Yella Beezy's songs as evidence, but jurors without hip hop literacy could easily misread bars as admission of guilt. Nielsen compared rappers to professional wrestlers, explaining that both create larger than life personas designed to entertain rather than document real events. Now, some of that he's saying is true, but I don't think he's speaking on he's not speaking about uh drill music, because yeah, most rap music is an exaggeration of the truth, but when you get to like sort of like drill music opened up a whole nother genre of people doing a different type of reality rap, in my opinion. um it says here he plays a character. This is what they're saying Yella Beezy is doing. He's playing a character named Yella Beezy, Nielsen said, describing how the performance blurs reality in ways that confuse people unfamiliar with the genre's conventions. The core issue is straightforward. According to Yahoo News, prosecutors are building their case around a years-long feud between Yella Beezy and MOE3 that allegedly escalated into unaliving. Now, in the hip hop world, we all know about the ongoing beef between Yella Beezy and MOE3. And the reason why is because they both documented it on video for the world. They both did. Whether it was words or talking about something violent that happened to each person, you know. And I think once Yella Beezy took those bullets, I think his whole mentality changed about the beef he had with MOE3. I really do. Whether he has something to do with his unaliving, I'm still 50-50 about that. It says Keywan Dontrell White and Devin Maurice Brown Jr. face charges as co-defendants with White accused of being the actual. The conflict supposedly started in 2017 when comedian Roy Lee questioned whether Yella Beezy was really from Dallas, leading to an assault, then Pat's shooting death in 2018, then Yella Beezy getting shot on a tollway, and finally MOE3's execution style unaliving on Interstate 35E in November 2020, which we all witnessed. We all witnessed him have to get out of the car and run on the freeway for his life, which unfortunately he didn't make it. It says prosecutors want to play MOE3 songs 219 as evidence, claiming it references the tollway shooting. They also recovered an unreleased Yella Beezy track called Take 3 that they say alludes to MOE3's unaliving. But Nielsen's research shows that the academic studies prove people interpret violent rap lyrics as literal confessions far more often than they would identical lyrics labeled as country or rock music. Um, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I've never heard a country song where they straight up just say, uh, I was over at such and such house, and the such and such is somebody we all know, and they say, yeah, I pulled my blick out and laid them down. And it really happened that way. What are we supposed to believe? I mean, come on. There's also a racial component. Jurors might unconsciously apply stereotypes about black men being inherently violent, making them more likely to believe rap lyrics reflect actual criminal intent. This isn't the new territory. The YSL RICO case against Young Thug allows 17 sets of rap lyrics as evidence, while Lil Durk's ongoing unaliving for hire trial has prosecutors fighting to use his music despite judicial skepticism. Texas courts have already started pushing back. In 2024, the state's court of criminal appeals overturned the capital murder conviction specifically because prosecutors improperly weaponized rap videos and lyrics. If convicted, Yella Beezy faces life in prison without parole or potentially the unaliving penalty under Texas capital unaliving statutes. The trials is scheduled for August 24th. So it's already been done. They've already said they're gonna allow the lyrics in. Like I said, uh with rap lyrics, it's very difficult nowadays to blur the line of what's true and what's not true because of the accuracy in which these guys um um tell you about an unaliving that really happened. It ain't like they telling you, a story about something that happened and, it's a story they made up. They're actually telling you about real stuff you can look online and see news stories about. So of course, I knew it was coming one day where they would push harder and harder for rap lyrics to be used in a criminal case, you know. But this is all they fault. I mean, you guys want to brag about crimes that whether you did it or not, you want to brag about a crime to the world, like to even make yourself look like you was involved in it. Then you can't be mad. Like someone said, rap lyrics, any kind of lyrics that's raunchy or negative or whatever, It sounds good in the studio, it sounds good in the club, but it don't sound good in the court when they reading it in a transcript. You know what I'm saying? They got that saying, I forgot which comedian it was, where he was saying the same thing I'm saying. It sound good then, but in the transcript it don't sound good. And his example is he was having sex with a girl, and she's like, no, stop, you're bad, you know. But when it get to the transcript, it don't read like that. It reads like this: no, stop, you're bad. So it's gonna look bad, and I'm sorry to say it's not looking good for Yella Beezy, you know. But they brought this on themselves. You want to beef, and you want to have shootouts, and you want to do all of this. These are the consequences, especially when you want to rap about it. He might not have did no interviews talking about it, but he sure rapped about it. And it's funny too how they can find songs that never even have been released. How do they hear a song that's never been released? That means they've been doing their homework. I want to know what y'all think down below though. Do you guys think they should be using rap lyrics in these guys' trial, where they're actually being tried for a crime that they rapped about? I want to know what y'all think down below about this. That's all the time I got for this topic. Please make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And y'all already know I'm gonna be back with some more reaction videos, some more news. I'm definitely gonna catch y'all on the next one. All right?